Hello everyone and a warm welcome to my channel This Might Help. A study suggests about 80% of us give up on our goals and resolutions by the mid-February, out of which 40% of us blame our busy schedules and no time for us to follow through our goals and resolutions for the new year. So this gave me an idea to start a new series on my channel in which we are going to review our previous month, set goals for the upcoming month, and also see where we are standing with our goals and intentions we did set the previous year for the new year, if that makes any sense. So if you're someone who has already given up on their goals and intentions for 2020, or someone who is actually struggling but still sticking to their goals, this video is for you. So without any further ado, let's get started. This video will be in 3 parts. Firstly, we are going to review our previous month, that is January. In second part, we are going to go through our major yearly goals we did set up at the beginning of this year and how close or far we are of our major goal. And finally and thirdly, we are going to set goals and intentions for the upcoming month, and also I'm personally going to set my planner for the next month as well. I'm also going to give you a fair idea why we are doing all of these 3 steps as we move on through each step. So I can't believe January is already over and Feb is here, and I'm all set and ready to set goals and intentions for my coming month. And so let's get started with the very first part, in which we are going to review our previous month. So reviewing our month is very important because it gives us the true sense that where we are standing, what are the things which worked for us and what are the things which clearly did not work for us. Basically, you're going to self-introspect and reflect on your previous month. That I get to see what are the things I really did and be happy for my own self that I did achieve few of the things and what all my shortcomings were, where I can improve and become better for my upcoming months and days. And also the fact how far or near you are to your bigger goal or your yearly goal. That's the whole point of breaking your yearly goal into smaller chunks, into smaller attainable goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and then reviewing it basically that are you on the track, are you still on the track? So it is a very good way to see that as well. For this purpose, I'm going to use my copy of Life Hacking Planner by Saloni. If you have no idea about this planner, I have a video on my channel where I've done my honest review about this planner, and I'm going to link it somewhere here. Please go and check it out. It will be really useful. But trust me, you don't need any fancy planners or journals. You can use any plain notebook or journal, totally up to you what you really want to do. So after you open this planner, after every month end, there's a page called Monthly Review. And she has given you some prompts and questions here which you can use to review your month. Before that, like I've mentioned in my previous video, I used to bullet journal, so I used to just take a plain sheet of paper and review my month. But these prompts are really useful. Some of these prompts are which you can use to review your month, which is: did I achieve all my goals this month? Did I make enough time for self-care? Am I satisfied with my habit tracker? Was I able to save as much money as I planned? Did I make enough time to read this month? And finally, what can I do better next month? And I have filled in my monthly review for January. It was a nice experience to have prompts and answer them. It really helps you. Comment below and let me know if you feel reviewing your previous month is important or not. I would really like to hear your thoughts on that. This brings us to the second part of our video, which is to again go through all your goals and intentions for 2020. If you haven't watched the video where I did set goals and intentions for 2020, I will link it somewhere here. Please check it out. In that video, I have in detail explain every aspect of goal planning and setting goals for 2020. So what I did was I went through my goals and intentions for 2020, and I just saw what were the things I really wanted to achieve this year, and out of those goals, what were the things I really worked in January, what were my accomplishments, what were the things I completely forgot or failed or didn't do or couldn't achieve or had some shortcoming or flaws in the method I was attempting to do those things. So this is a really important step, because it gives you the opportunity to really go through everything. And out of all these 3 steps, this step is really important. Don't skip it, don't take it lightly, it's just not in the air. Go back to your goals and read it and see it. What are the things that you really want to work on in the next month, or even in upcoming months for that matter? Another important reason, which is fairly obvious but we tend to oversee it most of the times, is that having a vague, huge yearly goal can be misleading. But to break them into small chunk of attainable monthly and weekly goals is a better route to achieve your dreams and goals in a longer run. And you need to be really specific to break down your major goals into smaller attainable goals. So what I'm talking here is, let's just take an example. For example, I want to lose weight this year, and one of my major goal for 2020 is lose weight and become the fitter version of yourself, mentally, physically and spiritually. Do you think just keeping this vague goal, yearly goal, will you be able to achieve it? Or instead, if you break down this big goal into smaller, attainable, achievable goals, that would be a way to go for it. Sorry for the lightning issues, it's just that it's cloudy and clear sky and just going in between it. So as soon as the sun comes in, the shadow starts building here, if you can see, and as soon as the clear sky comes in, it's much better. So like I was saying, having a major big goal and having it very vague won't help you to achieve it. But if I break that major goal into smaller attainable goals, like for example, my weekly goal is to at least work out 5 times a week, to supplement it with homemade cooked meals at least 5 times a week or 6 times a week. This is more attainable. This is more something my brain knows what it has to do, and not some big major dream goal I've put over there. So this will actually increase my chances of achieving this major goal of fitness in my life. Let's just take another example. For example, for this new year, you want to learn a new language, and you just write, I want to learn a new language. This can also be a very overwhelming and a vague goal, but instead of just saying that you want to learn a language, if you break it into attainable, achievable task and goal, it's more likely that you will learn a new language by the end of 2020. For example, this week you can decide, I want to enroll myself into some classes, whether online or to personally go and attend those classes, looking for them, enrolling in one of them. That's a task. That's a one step near to that major goal of yours. Like this, you will for sure be able to learn a new language if you break it into small attainable goals. I feel like I'm repeating myself again and again over this thing because it's really important, and from my personal experience over the past years, even I was doing the same mistake. I used to create goals and resolutions for my new years and would fail at achieving them, and the most important thing I have learned is to work towards them in a small attainable chunks, and that has really helped me, and that is the very reason I'm repeating it over and over again, that the message really gets across that you have to break your major big goal into smaller goals. Thirdly and finally, onto the last part of this video. So we are going to set our month and set goals for our upcoming month. For this purpose, I'm again going to use my life hacking planner, and it has already been set up for me. All I have to do is fill in the dates and stuff which you will see. I'm going to insert a clip while I did that. So basically I'm just going to set up my month, just writing the dates and filling these boxes, and finally set goals for February, my monthly goal. And while I do that, I make sure that I'm super specific. I put up attainable goals and I keep myself accountable that whether or not I am on track. So a monthly review plus a weekly review is very important. You go through your goals on a weekly basis to see that you are on track. For example, for my YouTube channel, the major big goal for the month of February is to at least hit 700 subscribers, and I am really happy that we did achieve 500 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you, and you guys made it possible, and we are halfway through and halfway more to at least hit that bigger major goal and to increase my views to at least 2000 more views this month. So do you see the point how specific I am becoming to achieve this goal? Rather, when in the previous year I was like, I just want to grow my channel, I want to hit the 1000 subscriber count, and where was I was failing to achieve most of those things because I had super vague intentions and ways to go towards that big goal. Let's take another example. You need to submit an assignment. Make sure that you break down that assignment into smaller tasks of writing. For example, in an assignment, you need to write an introduction, the methodology, the result, conclusion, references. Make sure you just take up introduction, and for few days you just focus on the introduction part. So I think I have given you enough examples here to make my point clear. Focusing on smaller tasks and attainable tasks are really important. I'm telling you guys, by following these simple steps, you're surely going to achieve your goals and keep up that motivation to actually stick to your resolutions and goal and make them happen this year. As usual, if this video was helpful to you, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is thismighthelp.tmh. And if you're seeing this face for the very first time, I am Shrestha and I come with new uploads every Thursday and sometimes a bonus video on a Sunday as well. Signing out, meet me next Thursday. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.